a dream I know, deep up my feelings for you. Watch.
Hello reality viewers, welcome back again to Reality Latest Gist, the home of news and politics. For this channel, we dey drop news every day and we dey react to every videos wey comes our way. And na reality news now we dey drop for this channel, and we dey also dey talk am as e be. If today na the first time we say you dey come across this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are returning subscribers, I appreciate all of una for una massive support to this channel. I say may God bless all of una in Jesus name, amen. I get video wey I want present to una this very moment, and I go dey follow una dey watch the video. After we don watch am together, make we drop our opinion constructively for the comment section. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. Bye for now.
Well, greetings to all Biafrans all over the world who are listening to me now. I am ANG3RILY. I want to talk about the coming of a man from America called Breakin into Nigeria to represent Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, I want to talk about it because there are so many questions now that have arisen in different fora. Before I go ahead, I want to read out something which forms the basis of my comment. A moment, please. Now, these are some questions and arguments going on. Somebody asked, can Mr. Breakin practice law in Nigeria without being called to the bar of the Supreme Court of Nigeria? Can he practice without waiver by the CJN? I think IPOB is just burning money on nothing. Can a Nigerian attorney go to the CIA detention center in Washington and demand to see a detainee without the order of the court? Somebody responded and said, tell them, Mega, tell them. Now, another person commented and said, this is an international case and not a state one. The Nigerian government knows it, sir. Then a comment came and said, being an international case does not have any bearing to allow a non-NBA, that's Nigerian Bar Association, a non-NBA certified attorney to represent. He must work under an attorney duly certified by NBA and practicing in Nigeria. Then another comment came, what makes the case international? He is being charged in a local court for a local crime, and the last time I checked, neither Nnamdi Kanu nor IPOB has filed any case before any international court against the federal government. Forget our issues with Nigeria. It is condescending and contemptuous for Breakin to question Nigeria's reliance on the 1999 Constitution. That's our Constitution, and it is no business of any foreigner to impinge the integrity of our Constitution. That's insulting and despising. The state security should, if they want, arrest and deport him. Another person commented, Nnamdi Kanu has dual citizenship, and as a matter of fact, he can choose his legal counsel from the other country. Secondly, Nnamdi Kanu case backed an international recognition as domesticated in international law. Then another person responded to the first speaker and said, you have spoken very well, Mega Automobile. That has been my beef with most of us. We tend to worship white folks, that's the white people. We tend to worship white people and their garbage. Why the hell a hunky gonna come to my country and disrespect my constitution and get away with it? Can that happen in the US? It's about time we Africans need to take control of our destiny. Bull crap, cracker, stinking lawyer, my political Bible. That is argument, these arguments and issues and comments going on in the different fora. Somebody, one of them even said that the authorities should arrest Breakin and deport him. Another person said, no, Nnamdi has a right to get any lawyer from any jurisdiction because he has dual citizenship. Now, I want to talk about this because there are issues of law. Now, it's a basic principle of law which even the law students know from the graduate level, that no lawyer can practice in a jurisdiction where he does not have the license to practice. And the locus classicus, that's the law establishing that principle, the case law establishing that principle, is the case of Awolowo versus Federal Minister of Internal Affairs, 1962 LLR 177, which can also find in 1962 4 NCLR 261 Federal Court of Appeal. It's a basic principle. Now, that case I quoted now, Chief Awolowo was standing trial for treasonable felony, just like Nnamdi Kanu. Now, Chief Awolowo brought a QC from Britain called Mr. EFN Gresham QC to represent him. But Nigerian government said no, Mr. Gresham QC is a British lawyer and he does not have license to practice in Nigeria. Therefore, he cannot represent you. Chief Awolowo argued and said no, that he has the fundamental human right to be represented by any legal practitioner of his choice. Nigerian government says, fine, you have the fundamental human right to be represented by any legal practitioner of your choice, but that legal practitioner of your choice must be one that is licensed to practice in Nigeria. That is the law. So as I am now, I am licensed to practice in 2 jurisdictions. I practice in Nigeria and the UK. I cannot go to America to say I want to represent someone who is standing trial in American court but being detained by the CIA in their detention center in Washington, D.C. I cannot do that because I don't have the right to practice law in America. And let me tell you something now you need to know. Nnamdi Kanu has not got bail. He's not yet on bail. He's been detained in the detention center as authorized by the court. At the moment, Nnamdi is standing before the Federal High Court. He is still in court now, but now being detained by the authority of the court, being detained in a detention center as ordered by the court. So only his lawyer can visit him at the moment. Now let me tell you, there are 3 types of visit. There is legal visit, there is family visit, there is social visit. Legal visit, only the lawyer representing you in court can visit you. Family visit, family members can visit you. Social visit, friends can visit you. Now, depending on the severity of the case, the authorities may say only legal visit is allowed. And I think that is what is happening now in Nnamdi Kanu's case. So, except Bruce Fein has the power, has the authority, has the license to practice in Nigeria or authorized by the CJN by waiver or a court gives the order, leave of court, he cannot represent Nnamdi Kanu now. Now, this, as someone else mentioned the issue of our people being emotionally unstable and mesmerized whenever they see a white man coming into a case. Now, I think there's a problem with that. Listen, the fact that you're a white man does not make you more intelligent than a black man. The fact that you're a white lawyer does not make you more intelligent and wiser than I am. We all study the same law and we practice the same law. What the only difference now is your ability, if you know the law more than I do, and if you have the skill, the ability, the wisdom, the intelligence, all the things that make you to shine or outshine the other lawyer, that's the only difference that's the only thing that makes difference between one lawyer and the other lawyer, not the color of their skin. So the fact that you're a white lawyer does not give you an advantage over me in issues of law, unless you know that law more than I do, and you have to prove it in court with me. So these our people, and the way they are carried away when they say there's a white lawyer coming into the matter is a problem that you have to we have to solve. This same Bruce Fein and another lawyer called ANG3RILY, I was told that they were hired by some Biafrans to file a case in the ICC against the generals we have accused of committing genocide and crimes against humanity. The generals like General Gowon, General Obasanjo, General Danjuma, Don Kadbale, Buhari, and so on and so forth. And they were hired to file a case in the ICC against them. These Biafrans contacted me to join these foreign lawyers, and I told them no, that we lawyers do not prosecute crimes. We are defense lawyers. We defend the accused. No lawyer can prosecute a crime unless by fiat. So, but the Biafrans were against me. They said, oh, I was not supporting Bruce Fein. I was not supporting the foreign lawyers. And I told them, no lawyer can prosecute a crime. The crimes are prosecuted by the public prosecutor. The only thing a lawyer can do is to write a petition, and the prosecutor will investigate and decide whether to prosecute or not prosecute. But the Biafrans were raising money and paying them. I think that our people may not be honest about this. Either they are using it to hype up as propaganda to get money through the Biafran struggle. I don't know whether foreigners and Biafrans are now colluding to raise money and raise up the hope of our people and get money from them. I don't know what, I don't really know. But if these people are honest, they ought to know that you cannot practice in a jurisdiction where you do not have the right to practice, and that a lawyer cannot prosecute criminal case in the ICC. We want to be free from Nigeria. We are not happy with Nigeria. we want freedom, but we want it by due process. We want Nigeria to be restructured so that we have autonomous self-governing regions, or Nigeria to be dismembered entirely so that every person will go to his own way, as we were before 1914. But so these are issues of law, and we want it to be done lawfully. And I don't mean any disrespect to my learned friends, Bruce Fenn. If you do not have the right to practice law in Nigeria, if you do not have the license to practice law in Nigeria, and you don't have the leave of court or waiver by the CJN, then you cannot appear before the authorities to represent someone who is standing trial in the court at the moment. At the moment, Nnamdi Kanu is still standing trial in the Federal High Court. He is not yet on bail. He is still before the court. He is not on bail. He's been detained in a detention center as ordered by the court, the Federal High Court. So only the Federal High Court can authorize you, if you do not have the right to represent that client. It's only the leave of court, by the leave of court, that you can now go to interview that person. Only his lawyer has the right to visit him at the moment. So that is the law. Please, I do not mean any disrespect, but we have to be honest in this thing. If you want to raise money for Biafran struggle, raise it in a legitimate way. Don't use falsehood and propaganda and hyping about an international lawyer. What makes it international? It's not an international matter. It is a local court. It is a Nigerian court. Only those licensed to practice in Nigerian court can visit a person who is standing trial in the Nigerian court. This is the law. I don't mean any disrespect to my learned friend, Bruce Friend from America, but this is the law. We, as lawyers, must protect the integrity of the legal profession.